Narrated Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, one day while the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting in the company of some people, the angel Gabriel came and asked, "What is faith?" Allah Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "Faith is to believe in Allah, His angels, the meeting with Him, His apostle, and to believe in resurrection." Then he further asked, "What is Islam?" Allah Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "To worship Allah alone and none else, to offer prayers perfectly, to pray compulsory charity zakat, and to observe fasting during the month of Ramadan." Then he further asked, "What is ihsan, perfection?" Allah Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "To worship Allah as if you see Him, and if you cannot achieve this state of devotion, then you must consider that He is looking at you." Then he further asked, "When will the hour be established?" Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "The answer has no better knowledge than the questioner, but I will inform you about the portents. Number 1, when a slave lady gives the birth to her master. Number 2, when the shepherd of black camels start boosting and competing with other in the construction of higher buildings. And the hour is one of 5 things which nobody knows except Allah." The Prophet ﷺ then recited, "Verily, with Allah alone is the knowledge of the hour." Then the man Gabriel left, and the Prophet ﷺ asked his companion to call him back, but they could not see him. Then the Prophet ﷺ said, "That was Gabriel, who came to teach the people their religion." Abu Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, "He, the Prophet ﷺ, considered all that a part of faith." Narrated Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, "I was informed by Abu Sufyan, the Hercules said to him, I asked you whether the followers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was increasing or decreasing. You replied that they were increasing. And in fact, this is the way of true faith till it is completed in all respects. I further asked you whether there were anybody who, after embracing his religion, became displeased and discarded it. You replied in the negative. And in fact, this is true faith when its delight enters the heart and mixes with them completely. Nobody can be displeased with it." Narrated an-Nu'man bin Bashir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, I heard Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, "Both legal and illegal things are evident, but in between them there are doubtful, suspicious things, and most of the people have no knowledge about them. So whoever saves himself from these suspicious things, save his religion and his honor. And whoever indulges in these suspicious things is like a shepherd who grazes his animals near the hema of someone else, and at any moment he is liable to get in it. O people, be aware. Every king has a hema, and the hema of Allah on the earth is his illegal forbidden things. Be aware, there is a piece of flesh in the body. If it becomes good, the whole body becomes good. But if it gets spoiled, the whole body gets spoiled. and there is the heart. Narrated Abu Jamra radiallahu ta'ala anhu, I used to sit with Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he made me sit on his sitting place. He requested me to stay with him in order that he might give me a share from his property. So I stayed with him for 2 months. Once he told me that when the delegation of the tribe of Abdul Qais came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked them, "Who are the people, or who are the delegate?" They replied, "We are from the tribe of Rabia." Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to them, "Welcome, O people, or O delegation of Abdul Qais. Neither will you have disgrace nor will you regret." They said, "O Allah Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we cannot come to you except in the sacred month, and there is in the inferior tribe of Mudar intervening between you and us. So please order us to do something good, religious deed, so that we may inform our people whom we have left behind, and that we may enter paradise by acting on them." Then they asked about the drinks. What is illegal and what is legal? The Prophet ﷺ ordered them to do 4 things and forbade them from 4 things. He ordered them to believe in Allah alone and asked them, "Do you know what is meant by believing in Allah alone?" They replied, "Allah and His Apostle ﷺ know better." Thereupon the Prophet ﷺ said, "It means to testify that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and Muhammad is Allah's apostle." Number 2, to offer prayers perfectly. Number 3, to pay the zakat, obligatory charity. Number 4, to observe fast during the month of Ramadan. Number 5, and to pay al-khums, 1/5 of the booty, to give in Allah's cause. Then he forbade them the 4 things, namely hantam, duba, nakir, and muzafat or mukayyir. These were the names of pots in which alcoholic drinks were prepared. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned the container of wine, and he meant the wine itself. The Prophet ﷺ further said to them, "Memorize them, these instructions, and convey them to the people whom you have left behind." Narrated Umar bin al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Allah's Apostle ﷺ said, "The reward of deeds depends upon the intention, and every person will get the reward according to what he has intended. So whoever migrated for Allah and His Apostle ﷺ, then his migration was for Allah and His Apostle ﷺ. And whoever migrated for worldly benefits or for a woman to marry, his migration was for what he has migrated for." Narrated Abu Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet ﷺ said, "If a man spends on his family with the intention of having a reward from Allah, or sincerely for Allah's sake, then it is a kind of almsgiving reward for him." Narrated Sa'd bin Waqqas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Allah's Apostle ﷺ said, You will be rewarded for whatever you spend for Allah's sakes, even if it were a morsel which you put in your wife's mouth. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, I gave the pledge of allegiance to Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the following. Number 1, offer prayers perfectly. Number 2, pay the zakat, obligatory charity. Number 3, and be sincere and true to every Muslim. Narrated Zayyad bin Alqa, I heard Jarir bin Abdullah. On the day when Al-Mughira bin Shoba died, he, Jarir, got up on the pulpit and thanked and praised Allah and said, Be afraid of Allah alone, who has none along with him to be worshipped. You should be calm and quiet till the new chief comes to you, and he will come to you soon. Ask Allah's forgiveness for you, late chief, because he himself loved to forgive others. Jarir added, Amabadu, now then, I went to the Prophet ﷺ and said, I give my pledge of allegiance to you for Islam. The Prophet ﷺ conditioned my pledge for me to be sincere and true to every Muslim. So I gave my pledge to him for this. By the Lord of this mosque, I am sincere and true to you Muslims. Then Jarir asked for Allah's forgiveness and came down from the pulpit.